Welcome everyone to today's webinar. Today's webinar will review best practices for content marketing, and we'll show you how to communicate about down payment assistance and other first-time homebuyer topics. We'll also review some tools that can help you reach and attract more homebuyers. I am Tracy Shell with Down Payment Resource, and with us today we have a very special guest, Chris Carter, who is CEO and President of Market Focus. Chris has been providing marketing services for the mortgage, real estate, and insurance industries for the past 25 years. And I'll turn this over to him shortly so that he can give you even more background. All right, and then before I turn it over to Chris, here's just a little bit about who we are at Down Payment Resource. Down Payment Resource was launched in 2008 to solve a problem that drove a lot of people in the real estate and mortgage lending industry crazy. There was really no easy way to find and track down payment assistance programs and other types of homeownership programs. So DPR developed an easier way for you to connect eligible borrowers with hard to find resources, and those include down payment assistance, grants, tax credits, and many other types of assistance. In short, we're sort of like Match.com for down payment assistance. And in terms of how we work with industry, we do have our tools integrated into certain multiple listing services across the country. I'll give you a preview of those a little bit later in today's webinar. And we, again, integrate that with the property listing data. We also have 3 unique lender enterprise tools that can be used with your lender enterprise, and then we also have a monthly subscription tool called Downpayment Connect, and that's for real estate agents and loan officers. And I'll actually show you a lot of examples, marketing examples in that today. All right, and then one more thing, I'm going to launch a quick poll before I turn it over to Chris. I just wanted to see who we have on here today. We have a pretty large group today. So if you can just answer this quick question, let me know if you're a real estate agent, loan officer, are you in some kind of management role with a lender? Are you in an operations type role with a lender, MLS executive, or another type of industry role? We'd love to know. All right, let's see. Okay, let's share the results. So, okay, great. We've got majority real estate agents on today, about 67% of you, followed by loan officers, which is, we typically get a good mix of real estate agents and loan officers. So thanks so much. Glad you guys are here today. All right. Okay, Chris, I am going to turn it over to you and let you share your screen. I'm going to stop sharing now, and Chris is really going to get into some content marketing best practices. Great, Chris, we can see your screen.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Tracy. Well, as Tracy mentioned, I'm Chris Carter. I am the CEO and President of Market Focus. We've been developing sales tools for the mortgage and real estate agents for the past 25 years. So what we do is we take good marketing ideas and create technology to really automate and really make it more effective. Today we're going to talk more about content marketing, in particular how it relates to your current tools that you use. If you look at the current tools people use today, whether it's mortgage, real estate, insurance, or other industries, you've got email marketing, you've got a company website, you got internet apps like Down Payment Resources Connect, and also social media. The problem is that how do you make all these tools work together? Typically, they're not together and you're using one or the other. And today I'm going to show you how you can use content marketing to really help more of an integrated system to help you increase your sales with this integrated marketing. But let's talk about what content marketing is. Content marketing is a marketing strategy where you communicate with your customers and prospects without selling. You're going to deliver information that makes the buyer more intelligent, and you're going to deliver constant, ongoing, valuable information. So you're going to position yourself as a trusted advisor versus a salesperson. So content marketing can build more customer loyalty, improves your brand, and actually leads more to better lead conversion. And the difference is people like information as opposed to advertisements. And so the whole idea is you're going to give your customers really good information. If you look at what people prefer, 80% of people prefer a series of articles versus advertisements. 70% say content marketing makes them feel closer. And also 60% helps them make decisions. So content marketing really is good for social media as well as email marketing. It's a different way of marketing than just blasting out, here are my current listings, here are my current rate sheets, oh, are you ready to refinance or buy or sell, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go through some examples of what content marketing really is about, is to keep everybody informed. An example is a real estate report showing the different economic and real estate news, keep everybody informed, especially with the COVID crisis, ongoing. How does that relate to the mortgage and real estate market? People are really interested in that kind of information. Another example of a newsletter is called Coming Home. A little wider variety of content, but people like articles of information. Home and Garden, Dollars and Cents, Health and Wellness. So the whole idea is to stay in contact with all your customers and everybody that you know consistently, because you're not selling them, you're just giving them information. Primarily through email marketing at this point. Another great way to stay in contact with everybody in your database would be Ecards. Seasonal, birthday, thank you for the referral. Those types of Ecards are very popular. So once a month, you can send out a holiday seasonal e-card wishing them a Thanksgiving. And again, we brand all your information with the e-cards because it's a great way to promote your other services, whether it's your website, your applications, as well as your social media. Email is a primary method for promoting your other marketing tools, and I'll show you a little bit more of that. Here's an example of a happy holiday. Again, once a month. 4th of July. So usually once a month we'll send out a holiday seasonal e-card, and a lot of these will ask for referrals. Hope you will, I can offer you or ask any referrals you may, or I would like to remind you of the services I can offer you and ask for any referrals you may have. Very, indirect way of saying if you have any referrals. We also send out birthday e-cards because it's a great way to stay in contact with somebody on their birthday. And all marketing really is about timing, because you never know when somebody's ready to move forward with your products and services. So a lot of our customers say they get really good results from a birthday e-card because, again, it's all about timing. Well, thanks for the birthday e-card. Please call me. I'm considering refinancing or perhaps selling the house. Another way of content marketing really is valuable is staying in contact with your prospects. And we do that with drip marketing campaigns. By providing helpful information, you're staying in contact with that prospect long-term, trying to help them make decisions. And again, you're not trying to sell them so much as position you as a trusted advisor. So here's an example of an email. Again, this is on a refinance email. But another great way to stay in contact with prospects is through what's called video email. Our systems come with up to 163 real estate and mortgage video emails. So the whole idea is to stay in contact with prospects, and these are really great for first-time buyers because they need to be educated on the process of how to look for, buy, and finance homes. And so these explainer videos are designed to educate, explain, answer common questions, and they really do build loyalty and trust because these are really very valuable explainer on different topics. So instead of reading about when do arms make sense, they can click on a short animated video to really answer that specific question. And like I said, we've got lots of different videos that target first-time homebuyers. So that's on the email marketing side. email marketing, you want to stay in contact with everybody in your database long term. And what content marketing really helps you do is stay in contact with them indefinitely, because you're not constantly bombarding them with your services. You're giving them useful information through newsletters as well as Ecards. So again, it allows you to stay in contact with them long term. And if you do content marketing well, your unsubscribes will go down because they're interested in your information. If you just bombard them with constant services types of emails, which are valuable, your unsubscribes will go up. So let's talk about Blazing Social, which is a social media system we developed. And we developed this about 3 or 4 years ago. And the reason why we developed this is because a lot of our customers, they liked our content that we were emailing out. And they started asking us, oh, can we post this content on Facebook or LinkedIn? And the answer was yes, but not very easily. They have to very manually do it. And it's really not configured for social media. So we had the idea that we would take the automation that we have through our email marketing program and our content and created a system that could automatically post really good content to social media automatically without you doing anything. So I'm going to talk about some of the strategies for social media. As you know, social media is everywhere. 77% of Americans use social media. And that means your customers, your prospects, your competition, and your referral sources are all on social media. The big dog is Facebook, followed by LinkedIn and Twitter. Instagram is also another one that's becoming more and more popular. But if you look at the social media users by generation, 90% of millennials use social media, 77% Gen X, and 48 baby boomers. So if you want to reach first-time home buyers and connect with first-time home buyers, you really have to have a good social media presence to reach that generational or that market. 62% of all Americans now get their news from social media. That was like a Pew Research statistic that I found. But I also found this other nice graphic from Statistica. Where do millennials get news? And 47% daily, they're on social media to find news. A few times a week, 21%. And you can kind of compare it against all the other sources of news. So as you can see, by having a presence and giving them social media news, you're going to connect with this generational audience a lot quicker than just not posting at all, not being on social media, or posting things that are not relevant, not newsworthy. If you ever tried social media marketing, you know it's not easy. The main reason is it does take time, primarily, and skill to research and create good content. It takes time to post consistently, and the content may or may not be relevant or very engaging. And also, there's lack of call to action to increase results. These are key things that you really need to do to increase your social media marketing. Like I said, we created a system to automatically provide content and really post it automatically based on how you set this up. If you look at industry research, 80% of your content should be non-industry specific. 80%. I'd say 70 to 80%. And so we provide home and lifestyle tips, holiday and occasions, money tips, inspirational quotes. And we also provide 3 brand new posts every single week that give your social media the boost for communicating current news. So we have economic news, housing industry and real estate news, and interest rate watch. So we provide 3 brand new ones every single week. And again, the topics that are of mind now is how does COVID affect the economy as well as the housing industry. So they're very relevant and they're keeping everybody engaged. We also are creating series of infographics to target the millennials, first-time homebuyer in particular. So we recently created these for down payment resources so that it's very informative to say, okay, here are the down payment myths. And so again, you can post these automatically through our system. Again, just give you an idea of the graphics and how they would look on a post. These are called infographics because they're information on top of a graphic. And this is one of the second best type of posts you can do because you got to have visuals. You can't just link it to an article and get as much engagement. You get about 8 seconds of people's attention as people scroll through their timelines. So the best way for any infographic is to make it very, very visual. That's what grabs their attention. Another example. So again, we're providing a series of infographics that target first-time homebuyers. If you look at the #1 resource or the #1 type of content for social media, it's videos. Videos get 12 times more shares, and they're much more engaging than, like I said, reading about an article on some topic. We provide up to 100 different types of videos for real estate and mortgage. And here's an example of one of our posts. We do branded posting so that when somebody shares this, all your branding information goes with it. And then when they click on the video, we can show the video on your website or landing page. Another key thing that we do is automatically we can apply call to action links. So in this particular case, download my mobile app, apply online. You can use whatever you want to drive traffic to your listings page or down payment resources page. Let me stop here and show you an example of that really quickly, how that works. So here's an example of one of our posts. And a lot of the videos, again, are really geared toward first-time homebuyers because they are explainer videos on what's a mortgage, what's interest rate, how do I improve my credit, all those types of topics that first-time homebuyers really have to learn about as they navigate buying and selling and financing homes. So here's an example of one of our posts on Facebook. And again, we have a text section here. And you can say something like, down payment money is out there. Click here to see if you're eligible. And put your down payment resource link here. And jump to whatever link you have. So again, you could have other types of links as well as, apply now or check my listings, whatever. You can have multiple links basically. But it puts the control in the hands of your consumers on your Facebook page so they can take action. And also when they click on this, it can jump to your website or a landing page. I think I have this hooked up to a landing page. And you can have other calls to action over here. So if you don't have a website, you can go to a landing page where they can take action and share it as well. So again, the whole idea is to use your social media in a way to drive traffic and allow them to take action when they're ready. The other thing that we've done with our system, Blazing Social, is we can integrate this with any YouTube video in the world. So you could pick up any YouTube video and post it on your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter page. And that opens up the world to content. And again, the whole idea behind content marketing is so that you want to keep everybody engaged. So here are some ideas of what our customers have done. YouTube how-to videos are really popular. Customer reviews, things to do in your area. Maybe do virtual tours, walking tours in areas, promoting local events. So again, whatever you can do with YouTube, you can pick this up and post it through our system. We do two things that are pretty unique, I think, with our YouTube videos. Here's an example of one of our posts. Here's the YouTube video thumbnail, and here's the Blazing Social branding. So whatever video you publish through our system, it's going to be your information is going to be around that thumbnail. And I picked this example as a very interesting concept. This realtor team is branding or partnering with Joe Soto, who's a loan officer. So you could pick up your partner's YouTube videos and promote them on your social media. So if this gets shared, all your information is going to go with it, as well as Joe's. So it's a great way of partnering, as well as other kinds of things. So whatever video you have with Facebook you choose, it's going to be branded. So if it gets shared, all your information is going to go with it. So we talked about email marketing and social media marketing in particular. And then Tracy's going to talk about the down payment resources tool. And how do you make all these things work together, basically, in a better way, rather than separately. So I know this slide's a little bit, it's busy, but I'll go through it. So over here you have email marketing through our systems or your own systems. And so with your email marketing, that should be your primary focus for promoting your other tools. You can put links into your down payment resource application, links to your social media to promote them, and also links to your website. And so email marketing is really a great way to promote all your other tools. On the Blazing Social side, social media, we're posting really good content to Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And with our calls to action and the ability to show videos on your website or landing page, we can drive people to use your applications, as well as drive people to your website. And one thing we didn't really talk about too much in this presentation is Facebook advertising. Because one of the misconceptions of social media marketing in particular is that if you post content, you're automatically going to get leads. That's possible, but you get better leads if you promote or you do Facebook advertising. And so we have another service for creating Facebook advertising to really target first-time home buyers or any other kinds of markets. That's a better way to get leads, more leads in particular from social media marketing than just posting content. It's very important to post content, but if you're really interested in getting leads from that, you really should consider doing Facebook advertising, because the leads can go into your CRM, and then you kind of use your email marketing to stay in contact with that lead, providing videos and other content with those people indefinitely. So that's sort of an integrated way of using all your tools to help drive traffic to where you want them to go. So that concludes my presentation. We have other services if you are interested in helping you with social media setup, Facebook ads, email marketing. If you are interested in Blazing Social, we do have a 14-day free trial. You can sign up for that. And the emarketfocus.com is where we do more of the CRM and email marketing. It's all within our company called Market Focus. But if you are interested, I'd like to offer you a free consultation with me. We can get on the phone and talk about all these different marketing strategies and which services might help you, and get your input. I can get my input into how our customers are using different services with the best results. For example, we're getting people are getting like a couple hundred leads from Facebook ads a month. And so those are kinds of things that we can help out with. So if you are interested, shoot us an email, sales@emarketfocus, and we can set up a consultation free of charge, and just talk about what your goals are and how we may help. So in that, I'll turn it back over to Tracy and talk about down payment resources.
Great, thanks so much, Chris. That's great information. And we will send out these links to you guys in a follow-up email along with the recording after this webinar. And just a reminder, we do have a couple of down payment resource teammates in the background answering questions. So you can submit that through the Q&A. Fern White and Melinda Harris are on with us today, and they'll be answering those questions. So yeah, so I want to get into a little bit about how you can power some of this marketing and content marketing with information about down payment programs that are available in every market today. So first, we're all familiar with the mindset of first-time home buyers. They want to stop renting, but they often don't know what they can afford, and they very often don't know that there's down payment help available to them. So as I mentioned, Down Payment Resource tracks all of that data. And so I just want to give you a very high-level snapshot on the types of programs that are available out in the market today. So here's a summary of what we track inside a Down Payment Resource. As you can see, the majority of programs, 77% in fact, are some sort of down payment or closing cost assistance. There's certainly different structures of those. They vary widely across different markets, but there's also tax credits, employer assisted housing programs, and even affordable first mortgages that we track. And of course, right now we're getting a lot of questions on what's going on in the market related to down payment assistance with COVID-19. So we do already track these programs monthly, and we're tracking that even more frequently now with everything that's going on in the market. The type of information we collect are program guidelines, qualifying criteria, website links, agency contacts, who is that, who is the housing finance agency or other type of agency that is offering that program, income limits, price limits, down payment assistance amounts, and much more. So here's what we're seeing right now. Really, by and large, these programs are available, and most do have funds available to home buyers. So all state housing finance agencies are open and accepting reservations. We're seeing also the state and local programs. Most of those are still widely available. It's around 81% of the programs that we track right now do have funds available to buyers. The market is very fluid, so we do see some products and pricing options change, and some, very few, about 1.5%, are temporarily suspended. But there still is a lot of options for buyers today. Also, we're seeing, as with everything, more resources are available online. So Homebuyer Education was already being offered online, and now that's really increasing. And we're seeing those agencies quickly reacting to other guidance in the market, and different DPA providers really being engaged with their participating lenders and other partners. So I just want to give you a high level of what's going on in the market. And we are seeing, in fact, interest and even awareness of down payment assistance programs improving. This survey is from clever.com, and it was done in January of this year, I think released in January, maybe done a little bit before that. But as you can see here, 31% of buyers are planning to use down payment assistance to buy their home. And I just think that's really interesting that buyers are really counting on down payment assistance or some type of program to be part of that home financing solution. And I think in today's market, we can really expect that to increase. We can expect buyers to be interested in investigating all of their options out there today. So how can you serve buyers? So as Chris mentioned, they're online. That's where they're getting all their information, most of the time on social media. And they really do want more information right now, not less. And so really just being a trusted advisor and providing information that's going to help a buyer prepare for the future. And it could be across a range of topics. But I really believe when we're past this, buyers will want to work with people and with companies who are there with them to serve and educate and keep them informed during this crisis. And most importantly, they will tell their peers. So right now, we're seeing some home buyers on the sidelines and just waiting. It's a challenging time on many fronts. And we also know that navigating the home buying process is never easy. But prospective buyers do have some problems that you can help address right now with information and with content marketing. And here are just some of the topics, the top topics that that first-time homebuyers in particular are looking for guidance on right now. But really, when you look at this list, it's not unique to this market that we're in. These are really important issues in any market. And also providing access to information about those down payment assistance programs will be an important part of speeding this real estate recovery once we're past this. So I'm going to show you a little bit about a tool that we offer to, since we mostly have real estate agents and loan officers on here, I want to show you what we offer. And I'll show you a little bit more about this at the end, but this will just help you understand the marketing examples I'm about to share a little bit better. But this is a tool that we offer. It's a monthly subscription-based tool for loan officers and real estate agents. There's 2 different plans, and it's called Downpayment Connect. And essentially, it's a personalized landing page that is designed to help you attract more leads and help buyers uncover what type of down payment assistance might be available for their situation. So this is what the top of the page looks like. You saw Chris pull up one earlier. You can see it's naming that agent throughout, or that loan officer throughout. A buyer can discover what programs that they're eligible for by entering a series of information. The more information they enter, the more precise those results are. It's going to take into account things like how many people are in their household, what is the price point of a home they're looking for, and what is their current household income. We're not storing that information, we're just using that information to determine what programs they might be available to them for their own personal situation. So they're doing this all on your page. And in order to get those program details, they're going to be offered to enter their name, email address, and phone number. And this is called our contact form. So the buyer is going to complete this contact form, and then you get a lead. So you're going to get a detailed lead with information about what that buyer searched for, what was available, and then lots of, I'm not going to click on all these details, but you can click on this and it provides you lots of different details about that particular program. And then your buyer is going to get a more trimmed down email that just highlights the program name. It doesn't link to the details, but it just shows them the names of the programs, what might be available, and then it provides your contact information. So essentially, this is your warm lead, ready to follow up with. This lead can be put inside your CRM. You can add them to direct marketing campaigns, but that's how that works on the back end. So now that I've shown you a little bit about how Downpayment Connect works, I want to show you how real estate agents and loan officers, most of these examples are of real estate agents, but loan officers are out there doing very similar things, what they're doing to market information about down payment assistance and inviting buyers to search, and how they're using that in content marketing. So first, just adding it as some part of your cornerstone website content. You can see Brian used one of our graphics and added that graphic actually hyperlinks to his Down Payment Connect landing page. He's got some brief content and another offer to click over and do that search. But it's really one of the first things you see on his website. And so it really shows he is focused on this market and focused on educating buyers. In this example, we're seeing the form embedded within someone's website. So this really keeps them in that, on your website. It doesn't take them away. It's just iframed right within the website. The tool is all mobile responsive so that it's going to adjust to whatever size. And so I like that they've also have a drop down here that just says down payment assistance. It makes it easy. It doesn't make the visitor to your website have to work too hard to figure out what they want to find next. And then also, if you have a standalone page, that can be the place that you direct those Facebook ads to, that you direct when you're sharing content as well. Also, blog posts. So if you are blogging on your website, or if you are contributing content to any kind of community publication or anything like that, those are great options to, first of all, blog posts are just a great way to provide some education and then provide an offer to that buyer to take in the next step. So you can see Ready Front Real Estate has just been gearing up on their blog, and so they have a lot of current information related to what's going on in the industry right now. And through it, and each post, he's also got a video to go with it, and then different calls to action throughout that post. So that can be really a place that you are using your that can be really a great place where you are linking up to your Downpayment Connect page. And also just a reminder to be using those keywords too. So if you are interested in improving your SEO and interested in really improving your rank when people are searching for information like that, just including a lot of that information in your content, including the name of your market and using the phrase like down payment assistance or down payment programs or first-time homebuyer programs or something like that will definitely help attract that audience that you're looking for. I really like this example. This is an example of a long form educational page. So it's its own standalone page, and Richmond Region Realty created their own branded video, but also there's, as Chris mentioned, there's lots of videos out there that you could utilize in a space like this, but this very quickly explains how down payment assistance works in general. And throughout this entire page, it's, again, more of a long form education with lots of headers throughout that really explains how down payment programs work. And then there's calls to action using some of these graphics. These are some that we provide to our subscribers on their website. And this organization has hyperlinked text as well as these graphics all throughout it. And they actually paired this page with a Facebook ad campaign and got tremendous results. And again, this is really a page intended to educate, but they paired it with a Facebook ad and were actually featured in Inman News because of their success with this campaign. You can also consider doing a homebuyer checklist. This is a homebuyer checklist that's on a website, but you could also do a downloadable PDF, something like that. That could be a first step, a lead generation step that's on your website. What ReadyFront did in this case is had about 5 steps, and each have a call to action, either a video or a link. And what we really like about this is step 1 is investigating down payment assistance help. And this is great because it really helps uncover those opportunities early in the process for the buyer. And we believe that having a conversation about down payment assistance, just like you would have a conversation about getting pre-qualified or pre-approved, is really in the best interest for any home buyer. So this will link over, this Find Down Payment Help will link right over to that Downpayment Connect landing page and invite that buyer to do a search there. Okay, Facebook campaigns. As we know, Facebook is really the big one with regard to ads and with content, and most people are there. And I love this campaign because what this agent did is a 10-week series, actually a Facebook campaign. So it was a content campaign that he boosted along the way. And what he did was answered a top first-time homebuyer question every week. So he naturally had a regular touch point, a regular post that he could offer for those buyers, and it links over to his Downpayment Connect page. So you can see one of his questions was related to down payment assistance, but not every question was related to down payment assistance. It was all just topics that first-time homebuyers are really, or really just homebuyers in general, and a lot of new homebuyers are interested in. So he was really pleased with the results that he got on this campaign. And also, we know video and Facebook often rewards video, so this can really help get additional engagement if you have any type of community page or business page like this. Success stories. This is really an area that you can do a lot with. You can see this Minnesota first-time homebuyer page. This is actually run by Barker Hedges Group, but what's really cool about this is they have their own Facebook page that it really names the audience that they're intending to attract. So instead of calling it Barker Hedges Group, which may not mean anything to some folks, they've really branded this Minnesota first time homebuyer page. They have a website that goes along with it. So anyway, we're seeing agents and LOs do some interesting things like that. So that's definitely something to consider. But for success stories, really just take the time to interview your customers about that home buying experience, especially if they use a down payment assistance program. I think some people are afraid to ask questions to their buyer, or they kind of assume that the buyers don't want to share about the down payment assistance program or how that process works. But really, we find the opposite is true. Buyers are really excited about this. They really feel like they've uncovered something that has helped them reach their goal, and so they are excited. So definitely, if you're working with buyers who are using programs like this, or even just new buyers in general, interview them about their experience. When you share a case study, it really helps future customers of yours and other potential buyers see what's really possible, and it helps them really feel like they could achieve their dream as well. These explainer videos are great as well. I like the way that they did this page because each video is under a minute. If you look to the right, you can see those timestamps. They're very, very short, and they're answering a very specific question in really under a minute in most cases for that home buyer. This video in particular was how to find a lender that offers down payment assistance, which is definitely a question we hear a lot from both buyers and agents. One idea here is, if you're an agent who's working a lot with a certain loan officer or lender who's helping do these deals with down payment assistance, invite them to record a video and then cross-share that on each other's social media platforms, tag each other. So look for ways where you can amplify your own content with referral partners, and really it helps take the load off of you from creating all the content as well. So just looking for opportunities to share that and boost your referral business is a great tip. Actually, I'm not going to show you this one live, but right under here, you'll see his Downpayment Connect page is embedded right within this website. But what I wanted to point out is this website has a section up here that's advice for buyers and then down payment assistance. And again, it's easy to find, and it really calls out that you're talking about down payment assistance. Sometimes I see people hide information like this in a page that's just called buy now, buy, sell, you'll see it just more high level navigation. It's okay to really be very specific, and again, don't make that website visitor work too hard to try to figure out what they need to do. But he has a lot of education on this page, and then there's an iframe of his Down Payment Connect lead generation landing page is right there for folks. Okay, just a few more. This is a great Facebook ad. Marilyn actually had tremendous results, and she did something kind of creative here. So she created this ad, and then again, a Facebook ad. Then when someone saw that and clicked learn more, it actually opened to this landing page. So she just set up her own landing page. I believe this is like a Wix landing page, but definitely check into how at your own website you may have landing page tools that you didn't even know you had. So certainly investigate that before you do anything. So instead of linking straight to her Down Payment Connect link, she linked to this landing page, and it invited the person who clicks to search for down payment assistance programs. But the difference is she asks for their name and email before they even get to the search page. The cool thing about this is she was able to capture 100% of the names and emails of people who are even interested in beginning a search. So that was really valuable data to her. So she was able to see who actually clicked to search, who actually submitted the contact information, and it just gave her more information. So that's definitely a neat idea that you can consider. And here's what she said about that. She actually thought it was even more successful than when she did Zillow leads in the past, and they were really good leads that were responding and interested. Instagram content, we didn't get into that too much today, but we are seeing agents explore that more and loan officers explore that more, because you can use a lot of these really localized hashtags. That's a great thing to do. Follow the hashtags in your market, start using some of those. These are some graphics that we have available that folks are using on LinkedIn. And also on LinkedIn, as you probably know, there's only one opportunity to provide a link in bio, but you can use a tool like Linktree. There's some others out there. Linktree is just it's a free tool that's very easy to set up, and it allows you to create lots of different calls to action. You can see Kiana, one of her calls to action is her Downpayment Connect page. So they link right over and can search right there. Actually, she told us in February of this year, she got over 80 visits just from her link, just from this link on Instagram. She got over 80 visits and 8 completed searches by buyers. So 8 leads as a result of that. And that was just having it there. All right, and we're going to open for questions in just a minute, but I want to leave you just with a few final ideas on how you can start more conversations and by enhancing the content that you're providing on your website and on email marketing and social media and all that. So in my role here, I do speak with agents across the country regularly, and it's interesting to learn how they're using our tools and working with first-time home buyers. So again, I just wanted to leave you with a few final tips. So first, email signature. That's a real easy ad. So if you have a call to action, if you have that Downpayment Connect link, or you want to promote a specific blog post or video, drop that right in your email signature. You can also market eligible listings. So our database will show you if your listing is eligible for down payment assistance, and if it is, you can see what programs that listing is available for. What programs that listing would be eligible for. Of course, the buyer has to be eligible as well, but it's still a great way to highlight to prospective buyers, hey, down payment assistance might be available. So you can print out that program information. If you're working with a lender, maybe share that lender's information who can offer that program to them, or even content from that housing finance agency, any of that. Facebook ads, we talked a lot about that. They really provide great reports and can help you test content, test that interest and engagement in certain content. We talked about Instagram profile link. Again, you could add your Downpayment Connect link right in your Instagram profile, or you could use one of those other tools that I mentioned. Educational content on your site, I think that's really key. I mean, that's really the key to content marketing at the end of the day, is really putting, educating and serving that reader first, or that viewer, whether you're doing video or written content. We know buyers are doing more research in advance, especially right now. Even though they'll most likely use a real estate agent, they're going to engage professionals, but they're doing research now. So make sure they're finding you, and make sure you're helping them stay engaged with you. That's another great tip. You can add a first-time homebuyer section on your website. And again, this is just a recommendation to really speak to the audience you want to reach. So using new buyers or first-time home buyers start here, or something like that, that is a clue to buyers that you've got information that will help them. Explainer videos on your website and social media, they really add a lot of value. We know everyone is busy, and those videos make it so much easier to take in the information. There's a lot of easy ways to record and also share existing content today. And also consider hosting virtual homebuyer events. Folks are more, obviously that's where we're at. We're doing more virtual events already, and folks are really interested. I mean, even our events here at Down Payment Resource, we're seeing more registrations as well during this time. So consider doing a virtual homebuyer event, first-time homebuyer event. You can even co-host that with referral partners and make it a group effort to really serve that buyer. And then finally, those drip marketing campaigns. like that Chris mentioned, really just touching folks regularly. Again, don't be afraid to email them every week. More information is okay, especially right now. And finally, leverage those experts available to you. So if you're a real estate agent, for example, lean on those HFA partners and lenders, those participating lenders. Connect with them, take those classes, and the same with lenders. See what those HFAs, what those programs that you're working with, what else do they have available to them that will help you get the word out about those programs. Finally, just a few things about our product before we open it up for questions. I mentioned at the very, very beginning that we do integrate with multiple listing services. So if your MLS is on this screen right now, you actually already have Downpayment Connect waiting for you. So we'll send you a link out with a follow-up, but if your MLS is right here, you already have access to Downpayment Connect and a whole host of other tools thanks to your MLS. We work with the MLS, you don't pay anything, and you get the benefits. It's certainly a member benefit. So just take note if you see your MLS on here. Downpayment Connect, this is that personalized landing page that's going to help you attract leads to your page. We developed this in partnership with NGIC, and we have a loan officer version and an agent version. Loan officers do have a few additional tools because of the nature of their business. And you can find more information on that on downpaymentresource.com/DPC, including a video of how that all works. And this is a little bit of what it looks like inside, how you get your link delivered, your landing page. We've got a lot of other tools here as well. And of course, if you're subscribed to a tool like Blazing Social with Chris, you can access the tools that Chris's team has right inside of Blazing Social, and you can pair that with your Downpayment Connect link.